What up? What's going on? What's up, y'all? I think if we get one more of these variants, yeah, I heard. I heard, I heard, I heard. I heard. Um, wow. I don't even really know what to say. I think this Omicron thing is, um, I don't even think, okay, so in terms of getting a handle on it, I don't think that they have. I don't think they've even gotten a handle on this just yet. But I think the fact that we have yet a new variant, I think people are really going to start to unravel. People are really going to start to unravel really soon. As far as I know, New York is on a lockdown right now. They've scaled back. Texas, not so much. I'm in a red state, so obviously, they don't call this motherfucker the Wild Wild West for a reason. This is just, it's chaotic. There's no, people feel very comfortable walking around you coughing and sneezing without a mask on. And then by the time they approach you without a mask, they want to do this as if this has kept people out of the hospital. I don't really know what to say. I'm just very cautious and very fortunate that my mindset is not one to be around people right now. I want to leave y'all alone. I want to get me a place in the middle of nowhere, build me a really tall fence with very sharp edges. So if y'all crawl over this shit, it's lights out for you. You know what, Corey? I was actually thinking about moving to North Carolina. So, I mean, the red states are red states. They're in it together. So I think, I don't know. Texas is very much in line with North Carolina when it comes to some of the policies and some of the, protections around this variant. This virus. So there's going to be a lot of people who, unfortunately, fall prey. I was thinking about moving to Charlotte. So it's interesting that you guys have the same issues that we have in Texas when it comes to this variant and virus. But yeah, same exact scenario. We got a new variant now. That's IHC that is in France. It was just discovered in France. Now, nobody knows how far this is going as of yet. Nobody knows if this is something that is more detrimental because it just came out today. It literally, the news just broke. So implications, all of that shit, I don't really even know what to tell y'all. What is the acronym this time? It's IHC is the acronym. And in my opinion, that means inhale, we cooperate. That's what the fuck it means. That's what it means. So I don't know what it means. I think they just ran out of shit. Everybody, please mask up. I got my own feelings about this virus. I got my own feelings about the vaccine. But whatever it is, vaccines, being double vaccinated, boosters, triple boosters, quadruple boosters, that's not slowing down. That's not slowing down. So people can blame this on whoever they want to blame it on. Everybody in the world can be vaccinated. Does being vaccinated prevent you from getting the flu? Has it ever curbed the flu? And I've never seen people be so emotionally invested in people who, I don't want something to happen to you. Oh, really? Let me show you a long list of bills you can pay. Show me your references. Where can you help me get a job? Can you buy groceries for me? If you're so worried about me, I need an extra stream of income. Why don't you give me some money out of your check? But when it comes to this whole, I want you to be double vaccinated, Nah, it's not helping. It's not helping. And pretty soon people are gonna really start to become unraveled. I'm more worried about that than getting a fucking vaccine, I'll tell you that. I'm worried about y'all going crazy. Because at the end of the day, people are not going to be able to contain themselves. They're not. People are not going to be able to contain themselves. People are not going to be able to constantly sit back. Well, how many boosters do you want me to get? How many shots do you want me to get? Even though I am still getting it. And mental health alert, Corey. I didn't really realize I had some sort of mental health issues until I went to counseling a few months ago when it comes to this whole thing. Because being isolated and being away, because I am a people person. I'm a people person. I know it may not look like it on the surface, but I can be. I can try to be a people person. I can try this shit. But I don't know, man. I don't know. It does not prevent the spread. It reduces the severity. Oh, really? Reduces the severity for who? Because vaccines are not a one-size-fits-all thing. Not when it relates to a respiratory scenario. There are people who get flu vaccines and they still die. There are people who have flu vaccines and have, listen, I don't know what your barometer of feeling bad is, but let those motherfuckers tell you this shit don't do well. You know what I mean? And granted, I'm not telling you not to do anything. I'm just telling you to be smart. That's it. If that makes you do it, do it. And isolation did work. It did work on my mind. I was drinking a little bit too much, but I gotta say, I had to get it together though. I have really had to get my shit together. I had to get it together. I don't know what this is gonna do. I think there were 2 variants last year. That was one. It wasn't a beta, it was something else. But this one was really quiet. It was kind of slept on. This was because it actually made it to Texas in Houston. It didn't really do the level of devastation, but that was a really small variant that happened that came out right around Delta. And that was during the summer. Nobody ever said anything about it. I don't want to say this is, I'm not in a position to tell people what I assume. But I'm just going to tell y'all, this is a flu family virus. I think this is a really aggressive strand of the flu. It's not going to affect everybody the same because respiratory viruses never do. For example, you could be in a room with people who have the flu. You may not get it because of your immunity. Or if you do get it, the way that your body is going to process that virus is going to be different than the other person's. So just because you have the flu vaccine, did that ever stop you from getting the flu? No, it didn't. And you're kidding yourselves if you believe it did. You're trying to convince yourself. And that's what the ego does. Everybody, be safe. Protect your families. Please wear your mask. Please wear your mask. Kiana, I'm good. Happy New Year. I hope the same for you. I hope everybody in your family is well. I hope you guys are wearing your masks. Whether you get vaccines or not. Whether you social distance or not. At the very minimum, can you all please wear your mask? Because outside of COVID, I don't want your cold. I don't want your flu. I don't want your pneumonia. I don't want that. Nobody else does. When did we get comfortable with liking germs? The fuck? I've never understood it. I've never understood that shit. There are going to be 4 variants a year. One before kids get back from winter break, one before the summer, one when kids return. Brother, it's clockwork, Joe. This shit is clockwork. This shit is fucking clockwork. And let me tell you something. I think a lot of it has to do with some political strategy. It's just I mean, we see flu variants all the motherfucking time. Why don't they just say that, listen, y'all, this is a really aggressive strand of the flu. It's part of the flu family. The packaging and messaging is too fear-mongering in nature for me to believe that this is not some grand scheme of foolishness behind all of this shit. Market manipulation. I'm not saying that's exactly what it is, but hey, if the shoe fits, wear it. That's all I'm saying. The messaging is all over the place. And how you gonna tell? See, this is the other shit. Oh, we go from, what do we go from 2 weeks now to being quarantined down to 5? Come on now. Come on. If this was such a concern, if they really wanted to get this stuff under containment, you're reducing. And you can't say that, oh, well, you got the vaccine and this whole breakthrough case scenario doesn't add up. Doesn't add up. This shit is here to stay, y'all. This is the new normal. We have entered a new realm of, dare I say, population control. How do you get 1 million cases in one day? How do you get 1 million cases? I don't know. Not a good way to start the new year. I don't want to start doing my own level of fear mongering here. So here's what I will say to everybody. Please wear a mask. Please continue to do everything that you have been doing. For those of you who slacked off, shame on you. You are not invited over to my home. You're not invited to my goddamn picnic. You ain't coming to my picnic, motherfucker. You just ain't coming. No, I mean, wash your motherfucking hands. Y'all grown. Your mother would be ashamed. Your mother would be ashamed. She saw you walk your ass out of that bathroom and not wash your hands. To sneeze and not wash your hands. Y'all know better than that. Big Mama didn't teach y'all that. Where your manners? Where your manners at? Y'all wash your hands. Mask up at the end of the day. These variants are going to be coming back to back like, you know, I don't know, the line at the child support office, at the courthouse. Like, yo, they coming back to back for you. They coming back to back. I don't even know if the vaccines are even helpful at this point. I don't know. Check out the interview that Dr. Fauci just did. Okay, thank you for posting on YouTube, link there. Everybody go check it out, because I really do think that this is going to be something that, let's see what they try to get out of. And as a matter of fact, was it the Surgeon General who was on The View yesterday? Basically saying in one sentence about how useful it is to get the vaccine. But then when they came back from commercial break, this motherfucker had a whole different tone that if you get the vaccine, all of a sudden, well, we don't know this and we don't know that. And, what did he say? It was something about the severity of the symptoms that can't be controlled. You can get it, but there's no guarantee that you're going to die. They're not fully protected. On one hand, he says you're protected. You should get it so you can be protected, but we can't guarantee that you will be protected. Make it make sense. Make it make sense, people. This all comes down to, don't piss on my leg and tell me it's raining. I don't know where you all went to school, but it's time to dust off that diploma. You know what I'm saying? Kiana said, I was in the bathroom at work and this lady walked out of the stall, spoke to me, and walked right up the bathroom. I was floored. I wasn't floored. The people do that shit all the time. And from what I'm hearing, the women's restroom is way more gross than the men's restroom. Y'all be doing some fucked up shit in there. Joe Clay says, practice standard hygiene. I would say exceptional hygiene. Give people their space, and things should already be doing regardless of COVID. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. These are grown people with children. and then blame them from getting sick. Oh, you brought something home. No, you didn't wash your ass, motherfucker. You go shaking hands and shit. This is what I do the dab. You see that elbow? You do the dab. You ain't got to touch me for what? And then I'm, right there. It's and it has taken me years. I've been in, when you are a visible person at your job, it's just certain shit you got to get beyond. And the thing about it is that I had a really difficult time just embracing people like that. Not because I don't trust people, because y'all nasty. Not y'all, but people in general are nasty. This interview was speaking about how the numbers are high even when kids go to the hospital for a broken leg. Every kid was checked for COVID, but they aren't admitted because of it. Then how do we get to 1 million cases then? If that is what Dr. Fauci was saying in an interview, how do we even get to that point? Yeah, don't touch your face. Don't touch your face. Don't touch your face. And that was something that when they came out with this whole thing, people were saying how much we touch our faces during the day. I work from home, so I can scratch my ass and touch my face and do a sniff test too, all in one swipe. So I'm a little, I don't really have to be out amongst the mongrels, baby. I'm at home. I'm at home. So y'all gonna have to just do battle amongst each other, motherfucker. No, I'm joking. Obviously, y'all know I'm joking. But see, I mean, it really, 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 really should be self-explanatory at this point, people. If we got a new variant, that means we got to be extra diligent. That means we got to be extra cautious. That means we got to be extra, see, look at this shit right here. You see that? You can even get you some shit that smell good. You ain't even got to go get I don't know what they make at Walmart, but I don't know what it is, but this is antibacterial. The shit, it says with natural essential oils, flannel. That shit smell. Look at that shit. You see? Just get you some shit that smell good. Just get you some shit that's all you gotta do. I'm telling y'all, listen, I'm out. Have a good day. Mask up. And, yeah. Don't come to my house because I ain't got no space for you. Later.